You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Baby Daddy After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Baby Daddy After Show.
Ace of Base. I remember this. Hi guys. Bing is for doing, and we're doing another episode of Baby Daddy Season 2, Episode 14, Playdate's a Thing. Hi, I'm your host, Anik Dufour, and I'm going to be joined by Annika in just a few minutes. But let's get started. So yesterday, it was pretty funny, the episode. It just went around the fact that Ben and Emma had this play date going on. But before we talk about the main thing, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that Danny and Amy wanted to go dance salsa. And of course, Danny is like, no, I don't know how to dance and stuff like that. So Riley wanted to teach Danny somewhat of, I want to say, kind of like how to sound and how to act, kind of not like a girl, but how to think like a girl and how a girl thinks, and how to speak like a girl is kind of what she was trying to tell him what to do and like how to do it. So they're kind of just sitting on the couch talking in a coffee shop, and she's like, well, I need you to know how to talk and understand girl talk. And it was pretty funny because then Amy comes in and she's like, she goes to him, she's like, well, what's going on? And Riley goes to her saying, oh, I'm gonna teach, here comes Annika. I'm gonna teach Riley, or I'm gonna teach Danny how to talk girl. We're just talking about how, I kind of skipped over the main part until you got here. Annika's here.
Hi.
And we're just talking about how Riley is going to teach Danny how to talk and understand girl.
Right. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Because technically you would think she'd want to sabotage that.
Right.
But they don't do that to each other. Have you realized that?
I know.
That's the weird thing. Like, they don't, like, they like each other, and it's happened in many episodes with this, like, love triangle. They don't try to hurt each other from getting another person.
Right.
Or stop each other. Or...
Right. You would think they would, but...
I would.
Yeah.
I mean, not sabotage, but I'd be like, this is how you talk to a girl. And then, like, I don't know.
I just found it funny how she's like, oh, let me teach you. And then because they wanted Amy wanted Danny to go salsa dancing.
Yes.
And he's just like, no, not really. And it's just like, that's not what you say.
Right.
To a girl that wants to go salsa dancing.
Especially dancing. Guys,
yeah.
I don't know what it is with guys and dancing. Not many men like to dance out there, and, girls like to do that. So if you want to make a girl happy, take her dancing. I'm not talking about clubbing dancing.
Right.
Or you're grinding. I mean, like, legit dancing.
Yeah. Which is what Amy wanted to do.
Right.
She wanted to go dance salsa.
Yeah.
Which then led to the whole situation of Riley teaching Danny how to dance salsa.
Yes.
Which was pretty
hilarious.
Funny. Because it just seems like everybody knows how to dance salsa because they were in a new apartment, and it just seems like everyone knows how to dance salsa except for him.
Yes. And he's, like, tall, and so it's just, like, awkward tall guy trying to, like, shake the hips, and it just, like, wasn't working.
Right. And then they end up, like, Tucker ends up teaching. And then here comes Tucker. Tucker knows how to salsa.
Oh, he was good.
Here comes Ben, knows how to salsa. And then they're just like...
They're dipping, spinning, twisting.
And then poor Danny is...
just not moving at all.
No idea what's going on. He's like, ain't nobody got time for that.
No. But seriously, I have to get... I mean, it's not... I mean, I'm tall, but I'm not a guy, obviously, and he's, like, muscular. It's not easy, or I guess, like, height plays a thing, but... He tried.
I mean, but it's not. It's rhythm more.
It is, and it's
height
hips,
because
and
you can
it's like,
have like you can be tall and be an amazing dancer.
you can. It's very true.
Yeah.
Not saying I am. I'm just saying this is possible.
Right.
You definitely can. But I liked it. I thought that was cute that she decided to teach her. But it's just funny. Do you guys remember that she was on Dancing with the Stars a few seasons ago with Mark Ballas?
Yes.
So I thought it was just funny because she used those like tips. Now she's teaching someone.
I didn't even that didn't like come into my head when I was watching it. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, that's right.
Because she was Mark's partner on the show. And now she's using those skills that she learned and is teaching Danny.
And I like how like this was lead into the whole like thing before the tattoo.
Right.
And how like she's tied up with Danny trying to like teach him how to dance, and then they end up falling on the couch.
On top of each other.
Right. And here comes Amy.
Of course. Why wouldn't she walk into
exactly.
right that second?
And
when
like,
they're on top of each other.
Don't she knock?
No.
Did she knock? Or did she just walk in?
No one
knocks
knocks in that house. Have you noticed? Just everyone just opens the door and welcome. Or like, how is Riley there sometimes when there's like no guys? Does she have a key?
Well, I mean, I
feel
could
like she
see
might.
that because, you know, they're like best friends and they've known each other forever. So I could see her having a key. But at the same time, like, you know, just...
What's Amy doing?
Walking in.
On top of each other.
I mean, so you can walk naked, you know,
true.
just walking in.
It's hilarious. I liked it.
I thought it was funny.
It was. I liked this episode. It was really cute.
I did too.
It was a good one.
Okay, so guys, if you like this show or our other shows that we do, go to iTunes, download us, watch us on YouTube. Go like us 5 stars. We love all the comments. We love reading all the comments. And you also are going to want to download and buy Serial Buddies because that movie is hilarious.
We loved it.
So funny. So funny. It stars Maria Menounos, and I can't talk today. And
it's a kind of tongue twister.
Christopher Lloyd, Beth Bears. It's narrated by Henry Winkler.
It's a good cast.
Yeah, it's a great cast. And it's hilarious.
It really is, guys. Seriously, go watch it, download it, watch it.
It's definitely worth downloading and watching.
For sure.
Yeah.
Owning, throwing parties with it.
Yeah, because it's funny.
It is funny.
It's hilarious.
It really is a good movie. Go watch and let us know what you guys think.
Yes. Now on to the
drunk tattoo.
Drunk tattoo.
Do you have any drunk tattoos?
I don't. I don't have any tattoos.
I don't either.
I'm scared to get a tattoo.
Really?
Yeah. I'm scared I'm going to regret it.
I'm scared it's gonna look bad when I'm old and wrinkly.
Right. Like Danny regretted his.
Right. Well, Danny's, it was Let's just get right into that one.
Did you want to go into it?
No. I just think, well, I'll say it. Just go on.
They went ahead and they all got drunk. Mm-hmm. After the long day of like the play days and stuff like that, which we'll get into in just a second because it's the bulk of the episode. Mm-hmm. They all went to the bar, got drunk, and Riley and Danny ended up at a tattoo parlor.
Yes.
A tattoo shop. I don't know what you crazy kids call it these days.
Yeah, tattoo parlor.
Yeah. And so they're looking, they're looking through the book. What do you want to get and stuff? And you could, it's just totally hammered. Riley's like, let's get this devil.
The skull and bones. I'm like,
and it's got fire. And she's like, it's fire coming out of everywhere. I don't know what's going on.
He's not a skull and bones kind of guy. Neither is she. But, alcohol kind of induces your mind of thinking. So not kind of, it fully does.
Right.
So.
And then here comes the tattoo artist.
Who I have to say, is it me just because I liked them growing up, or did he look just like AJ from the Backstreet Boys?
No.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he reminded me a little bit of him, but
totally, no. I don't know, maybe in person it's different, but I was like, it's AJ from the Backstreet Boys. What is he doing tatting Danny up?
I kind of thought about it at first, but then I'm just like, I don't think he reminded me of him, but not his look-wise.
No, I'm not saying like his twin. It just reminded me of AJ, and I was like, what is he doing tatting Danny up? Anyways, side note on the tattoo artist.
So then, like, Danny's like, well, is this going to hurt? And he's like, you're most likely not going to feel anything,
right?
Because you're already drunk anyway. So you're not going to
regret it tomorrow.
Right. So then we end up seeing them. They cut to the scene where Danny is back in the apartment, and he has the tattoo on his wrist. And he's like, well, you know, I wanted to kind of get, you know, Amy's name on it so she can see how, like, dedicated and stuff like that I am. And he ends up getting Riley's name on it.
Whoopsie.
Mainly because we find out that he was passed out the whole time that the tattoo artist was doing the tattoo.
Yeah.
And I guess because the tattoo artist kept hearing Riley, 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 that it ended up being Riley instead of Amy.
And Riley was there, so obviously the guy's not going to write Amy thinking, you know, something's going on with them, so.
Right. Right. So then he has it covered, and then here comes Amy walking in. And then I guess she must, like, he's not going to tell, but she's going to notice.
Right.
So
I liked how in the end he had his like sleeves rolled all the way down, which usually even if he has like longer sleeves, he's like 3/4. It's not all the way down, and they were like dancing, and he's like holding his wrist.
Yeah.
I'm like, you think she's not gonna see you without your shirt on?
I know, it's funny.
What are you gonna do? Put a Band-Aid? I got a boo-boo.
I know. Right? It's like, I get boo-boo. I mean, like, how long? You can only go for so long. So I can just totally see that, like, turning into, like, complete, like...
Disaster?
Yeah.
Do you think that'll be the way that they break up?
It might be the way they break up, because then she's going to be, because she's, like, a shrink, right, for the team. So she's going to be like, well, you know, how, you know, you must still have feelings for Riley and stuff like that.
Because she's already insecure. Not insecure. Has... I guess insecurities, doubts, insecurities, because she feels that there's something going on, which, I mean, there is, but not fully. So, yeah.
So that kind of wraps up. It was kind of a little short story with them, but I thought that brought more of the comedy than the whole Emma and the Playdate situation.
Yeah. Did you talk about that already before?
I have not. Okay. I wanted to wait till you got here.
Thank you. Let's get into that really quick.
Let's go.
So Emma.
Yes.
The neighbor, not Sandra. What's the other girl's name? Kate?
Which one?
The blonde. The one who's the mom who wouldn't invite her.
Isn't that like Laura?
Maybe. The blonde girl.
Yeah.
I know the Sandra, the one with the darker hair.
Right. They're in the elevator.
Yes. And I think it's funny because Sandra's obviously trying to pick him up. And like, oh, let's go to dinner. Have this fabulous place we can go eat. And, anyway, so Emma is not invited to this play date. And, of course, Ben's like, how dare she not be invited to this play date that all the kids are invited to? And so, of course, they go another scheming. They can't just...
Right. They can't just let go and just let it go. And here comes Bonnie with Esmeralda.
Yes. The Swedish nanny.
Right.
She wants to be a Swedish nanny.
Right.
Or like she said she was moving into the building.
Right. And then she brings Esmeralda, who's actually Emma.
Right. With a headband on. That's her disguise.
And then she's like, well, she's not going to notice her. All babies look alike. Was that her that said that, or was that Ben? I think
it was Bonnie.
Was it Bonnie?
Yeah, because she put a headband on just to make it like go.
Yeah, she's like, if you haven't noticed, all babies look alike anyway.
Yeah.
So they end up kind of crashing the play date.
They do. Bonnie and the baby.
Right. And then she finds out.
Yes, because Ben ends up in
her baby's room.
Right.
The son's room.
the balcony.
Right. Like, again, she's like, stop breaking into my apartment. But like, why isn't your windows locked?
Right.
It's New York City. Come on, people.
But I just love how he ended up there, and then, you know, the mom's like, okay, what the hell? Why can't you just, you know? So then they decide to have their own play group and not invite her.
Right.
And so they're like, oh, we'll have, you know, the magician Tucker and, you know, have like food and drinks, and it's just going to be a party. So they, of course, want to outdo the neighbor's daycare and invite all the neighbors except for her.
Right.
And so then she gets kind of a taste of what she's doing to Ben.
Right.
And of course feels bad and is like, okay, I guess like she already has it tough enough with you being her dad. I won't.
Because you're like a bad father.
Yeah. I won't hold this against her. You guys can come to playgroup. So
that kind of like made up like the whole like bulk of the playgroup.
It did.
Area.
It was funny though.
I thought it was funny. I thought that the whole tattoo and salsa dancing was funnier.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, they always scheme. Like they just can't be like, okay, well, no, they have to like, you know, get Tucker as a magician, get this thing set up in the hallway of the apartment building, pass out flyers. Like you all just can't. This family's always scheming, and it's always hilarious.
Before we go into news and gossip, if we have any, I just liked how Tucker's wand broke.
Oh,
when
yeah,
they had the play date at Ben's, they're like, oh my gosh, because they went ahead and had the play date at Ben's apartment.
Yeah.
And it was like chaos.
I know. It was
and then like, here comes Tucker. It's like, they broke my wand.
I know. So funny, Tucker and his crazy antics.
I think him and Bonnie pretty much steal the show for me.
They do. They're really good. I love them all. They all are good in their characters, and they're really great. Should we move on to predictions really fast and wrap this up?
We don't have this
now,
right?
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Do you want to start?
Sure. Well, we have one episode left.
That's it? That's insane.
Yeah. It's the surprise is the next week's episode.
Oh, okay.
And we are, I don't know, like, I think that the whole situation with Danny and Amy is going to come to a head with the Riley tattoo.
Yes.
And I don't know. I still think that Riley and Ben still have a little, like, you know, something going on. So maybe something will happen. But I want to see, like, Tucker with, like, somebody.
Somebody and, more than 2 episodes.
Right. And somebody that everybody actually likes.
Yes. I think, yeah, like, the Amy thing will end as well. I think that's the end of it. And I think that Riley will end up with, I'm going to say Danny just to go against you.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Battle and see who wins.
We'll see who wins.
But yeah, that's our show, guys. Thanks for watching. And make sure to go and rate and comment us and tell them where they can find you.
Yes, I'm Anik Dufour. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Anik Dufour, and my website, anikdufour.com.
And I'm Annika. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, all that, and my website, AnikaMichelle.com. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yay.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.